based in pottery. I work on vessels created for the idea of the home. I always wanted to be an architect and an interior designer, and those things seemed out of reach for me as a student. So when I found ceramics and I found out that I could be making things that went in the home, that was really exciting to me. I love the intimacy of home. So with my students now who come into my class and take ceramics as an elective, and I see that spark and I see that desire, it's really hard for me not to say, drop everything, pursue this fully. I get it. I never want to do that, but I want them to know it's an option. So that's how I ended up where I am today. I just believed in the fact that I wanted to be an artist and I was going to pursue it at any cost. For me, the most important thing is sharing information. Whether it's a person on a corner asking directions, or it's in the classroom, or it's in my community through my gallery. There's nothing more satisfying than sharing something with somebody else and allowing them to engage in it, however they take that information. So as an artist, I do it through my work in subtle ways. I reveal what I want to reveal through my work and let people take what they get from it. As an educator, I really try to help my students find the best answer for them. And as a gallery owner in a small town in Georgia that doesn't have the exposure to things that I think they deserve, we've made it our mission, I should say, my partner and I, to bring in art that not challenges but provokes conversation, puts things in front of their faces that they might not have seen, and really stay true to the idea that half of our job of running a gallery is education. You never know how something you say, you do, share can take off and affect others. I'm just one person doing what I do, but putting it out there, many people get to engage with it. So I'm going to trim this kind of quickly because I want to get to the consideration of why we're in this class, which is the surface decoration. I also made the reference to a haircut yesterday with Katie. A little here, a little there. You don't cut one side of your head and then go to the other and try to match it. So we do a little bit on each side and we keep coming back and forth. When we were throwing, we were talking about the form in reference to creating forms that are meant for decoration. And I think the bottom of the plate, the underside, especially under the foot, is a super important side to consider. It's such a great little canvas for decorating and rewarding our audience. This is my third time here, first time teaching. I was part of the first Surface Forum that they did a bunch of years ago. I can't remember, I think I want to say 2012 or something like that. The generosity of sharing and information was so prevalent. To be working along your idols and them be asking you questions and you sharing and passing work back and forth, and just that generosity ARROWMONT fosters and is incredible. I mean, the impact of that on me personally, again, is that ripple effect through everything that I get to be in touch with. ARROWMONT provided that, and now to be here as an educator, that's a dream come true. That's a bucket list for me. I never thought 20 some years ago when I was starting in this field that I would get to work in the places where I got to share that information that way. I do not take it lightly. It is an honor. When people feel like they can be a part of something, it engages them in a way that breaks down their barriers of creativity. It allows them to feel a part of something bigger than themselves without fear. The greatest thing about watching young children make art is the zero fear factor that they have. And when you come to a place like ARROWMONT and people can walk in a room and you and everybody else can see those walls dropping and people starting to collaborate and starting to say, I've never done this before, look at this, oh, who cares how it comes out, I'm gonna get the information out of it. That's community building too, because these people are coming from all over, and that network that they're building and then sharing and all that, that's community building. For me, coming to a place like ARROWMONT and seeing how our students learn in ceramics, and hearing the conversations that they're having about how they're going to go back and work in their studios and work with other people in their community, how it works in my community, where I am with my gallery, that type of information sharing builds community. When we have a student who never touched clay before, and we had moments where we were like, I'd be working over here and I'd see another student come back around. And I've already heard from that student that, oh, my neighbor has a studio that they told me I could use before, but I didn't feel comfortable because I didn't know. Well, now I'm gonna do it. That's awesome.
Every evening when the sun goes down, get with my party and I begin to clown. I don't care what the people are thinking. I'm not drunk, I'm just a drinker. I set 'em up, another round. I set 'em up, another round. I set 'em up, another round. One more round won't get me down.